So Jeffrey, on Reddit, since y'all are more in tune with that, how do you think people? You think people are upvoting or engaging with the best content, or do you think it's a mixed
I
bag?
think
Or
it's still a very upvote friendly subreddit, just because like you go to other subreddits and like there'll be like 30 comments and like 10 upvotes. Like people just it's more of like a chatter than it is like, hey, let me just upvote this just to because it's someone posted it type of thing. It's it's more like, hey, what are they actually talking about in the post, and whatever. I mean, I the like the sometimes the memes and stuff are cool. Like if I see a cool video and stuff, I like that. I upvote that. I think that's makes sense. I mean, to be honest, it's funny. The most like highest upvote ratio is the DCA posts. Every time
Wow, that's
someone sees
awesome.
that, they just upvote it. Um,
That's awesome. I didn't know
like
that.
I think to an
100%,
outsider,
literally like
that's a vote of
100%.
conviction. If an
Yeah,
outsider sees a bunch of people DCing into this, they're at least going to be curious and want to know more.
yeah,
It's just there's many ways into this,
yeah.
and
It was just
yeah,
funny when I first saw that. Like I saw, it's been like that for a while, but when I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. It's just like
It's
everyone.
I mean, some of my best posts are whenever I do a lazy post, 100%, and occasionally I do. I'll just say something stupid like we were so early. Honestly, out of just seeing what happens,
Yeah,
and they always do well, and
right,
it's mostly just to see what happens. I don't
right.
actually, you know.
And that's sort of the point, I think, is like, it's not like there's not a time and place for everything. And like, I think the DC element of the community is super healthy and good. And it's good that it's visible and transparent. And that conveys that message to people on the outside that we're consistent and all that. And it's also not the main thing. And it's like, what Jeffrey was kind of saying, it's like, it's 100% upvote ratio on Reddit. And while that's cool to like have that and people are like being supportive and stuff, it goes back to what Hype's saying of like, well, can we support more engaging, more mimetically powerful, more gripping, elements than just look at how much we all DCA, which is good. That I feel like is becoming, that's probably going to become like an industry standard, if you will, for in the near term. Like we're almost like setting this standard of integrity or transparency that's needed. But it also is, it can't, if that's the highlight of our the general trends on Reddit and stuff, then that's not enough to do what we're trying to do.
Get the fuck off that private jet and save crypto. You are the last hope for Ethereum.
The SPAC's head in Gulf releases astonishing market-changing news.
Senpai Arnold, we planted SPX crops for war consumption and energy.
SPX is now a consumable supplement.
This is some real nutrition type shit.
This shit has absolutely changed Vitalik's life.
This shit changed my fucking...
Researchers from Stanford, Harvard, Oxford, Yale, many universities are astonished at new Ethereum technology.